Best friends, hello. It's been a minute. It's been more than a minute, honestly. And I feel like I've just been, hello, focus, Grace. I feel like I've just been uploading old footage and I just haven't really filmed in so long. So anyways, hello, happy Sunday evening. I'm going to take you through a few days this week and just show you kind of a few days of my life, what I'm doing, what I'm reading, etc. I feel like I need to get back to my roots, and vlogging do be the roots. At least my favorite kind of content to really film. So tonight, it's a cozy little evening alone, and I'm like, I've had the day of a lifetime, but I already got on my pajamas at like 4 p.m. because it's a Sunday, and I want to get cozy, and I think what I'm going to do is take off my makeup, maybe put on a facial, sit on this couch with some tea, and finally get around to watching People We Meet on Vacation, because I know that's not something Brennan's going to want to do with me, so I'm going to do it alone and see what I think of it. I love the actress in it, and I don't know her name, but I know she's in My Lady Jane. I like her, and I do like Tom Blythe. Why am I thinking of Gilbert Blythe right now? Is that his name? You guys, I'm just not hip. I think I'm right. Emily Bader. Okay. I'm excited to see how this came together. It's not my favorite book, so I don't think I'm going to reread it. Maybe I'd like it more now, but anyways, I think it'll be more fun to watch this and not be comparing it directly to the book, comparing it more in vibes. So, gonna go wash my face, pour some tea, put that on, and just have a cozy night. But I wanted to do a little intro. I might chit chat with you tonight, but if I don't, you'll see me tomorrow. So don't sweat it. But I wanted to have a nice little intro here for you. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the weekend. I'm actually getting ready to leave the house. I know, so stunning, so brave of me. And honestly, I probably will not do much makeup. Actually, let's hold because I need to check in with my friend and make sure I'm on schedule. Hold. Okay. I feel like the view is different now, so apologies for that, but we are on schedule. I got like 15 minutes. So I wanted to talk about the people we meet on vacation because I didn't check in after finishing it, and then kind of what my plans are today. So one, I actually loved the movie. I thought it was very, very cute. I thought it ended up being kind of like a little different than I expected in some ways, but I honestly think it encapsulated like the book well. Like, I mean, I think it was a good adaptation overall. And honestly, I love how Emily, we just went over this, what was her last name? Bader? Anyways, I love how our main female actress played Poppy, because honestly, I am a Poppy hater. Like, I just did not like that character when I read it. I found her annoying, and I found like Alex annoying in the opposite way. So they're perfect for each other to me, but I think she played her in a very lovable way, and I was like, okay, I can see why people like this book and like these characters, and it actually made me feel like I could reread it with like new eyes. So I think they did a really good job with it, and I honestly miss a good rom-com, and I thought it was good. I don't know if I liked any of like the really romantic scenes, like more spice level parts of the movie, but I honestly thought everything else was really well done, and I enjoyed myself. So that was a lovely evening. Great start to the weekend. And now I'm getting ready to go get coffee with a friend, and I have decided, I was like, I got an idea here. And I was thinking what I would do is we could go to different like spots today and read. So it's like you go to each spot and you get something to eat or drink. So like I think we'll go to a coffee shop and then a bakery, and then we'll see about maybe some lunch or something if we make it past those 2 first stops. But just going to places, taking our books, and just trying to read for like an hour probably at each spot, and then going from there. I thought that would be fun, and honestly, I'm trying really hard to get back into reading. Like, I've just fallen off of the habit, and nothing has been interesting enough for me to care that I'm missing. Like, yeah, I don't feel like I'm missing out because I haven't really loved a lot of the books I read in the first quarter. So we're trying to get out of that. And the 2 books I'm reading right now actually are very interesting to me. So that is good. But I think like being kind of forced to get off my phone today, it's just like, it's a rainy day. I feel like I could just sit on my couch for the next 5 hours, literally scrolling. And I am just feeling like that is the root of so many problems for me. Like so many. I don't know if you guys are feeling it too, but I feel like all of my close friends, we talk about it a lot. Like social media is just like, it's hard because I like parts of it. And I like getting to create, and I like getting to connect, honestly, probably is my favorite part. But then it's like, that's just not what the majority of it is. Like, I spend most of my time scrolling, and then it turns into doom scrolling. So anyways, not to take every topic back to that, it's just been on my mind, but I think this will be fun. And it's like getting out, even despite the rain, and doing something fun. But I'm gonna finish getting ready because I don't have a lot of time, and then I'll check back in with you maybe at the coffee shop, what I'm reading, what I'm drinking, etc. So more may to come today. You're welcome. Besties, okay, I am finally here finishing this vlog. If you saw that little beginning clip, I didn't film much, but I had to go to the store, got my Vice, which is not really a bad Vice, but I love canned water. It tastes so much more refreshing, but it tastes worse when it sits. I don't know. I clearly have a lot of opinions. And I got this Chobani 20 grams of protein yogurt to try. I am really curious about these, honestly. Sorry if you hear the car. It's just because I drove and then stopped. But this is not what you guys signed up for, but I am going to tell you a little bit about this. And then I'm going to talk to you guys about the books that I've finished recently, because I feel like I haven't been talking much about books lately, if at all. Honestly, not bad. It has more sugar than I try to have with yogurt, but if you're in a pinch, and this is 0 added sugar. So what is my sugar coming from, I guess? Well, it has stevia in it. So stevia, strawberries, but not bad. The beginning of my weekend vlog was a minute ago, and now we're here. That's just how filming has been going. Honestly, I need to get in a good rhythm just in my life and generally, and maybe that should be its own video, but I've been having a hard time with like scheduling myself and doing like what I say I'm going to do for myself. So I don't know. It's something that I need to solve. But I want to end the video on something more positive. I'm not feeling particularly positive today, but I do want to talk about the last few books I finished. And what are like the last few? Most recently, I finished The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. We just finished our 2 months of medieval reading, so that was my my last book for that. And honestly, it was decent, but I wasn't obsessed with it like I'd really hoped to be. I think the aesthetics of the book are great. Like, it's very vivid. I think she sets very interesting worlds and gothic settings, and I really like the idea of the diviners and like the gods in this world and how the society ran. But I always feel like something's just like a tinge off in her books for me, as far as like feeling close to your character that you're reading about. And I don't know if that's just her writing style, because I think she's extremely well written. I just feel like I'm like at arm's length away from our characters, and I have a hard time with that because I'm extremely character motivated. So I don't know if anyone else has felt that way with her books or knows what I mean, because I definitely loved the Shepherd King duology and I liked it more than this. But no final thoughts yet, because I am going to read the next book in this series. I will definitely pick up the Knave and the, I want to say the Moon, but the second one in this duology. But anyways, that one was great, but I couldn't give it a 5-star because I felt, again, like a little bit of a disconnect for me. So I don't know what that is. It could just be me. But worth the read if it sounds interesting to you. Then my other book I read for the Medieval Book Club, just to wrap that up, I read The King's Man by Elizabeth. It's eluding me, but I'll put it on screen for you. This one I actually really liked, surprisingly so. It's a little bit, it's not a newer release, so I was a little bit worried about like the writing style and the content a little bit fitting, but extremely great depiction of medieval times to me. Like, I feel like the world was built really well, and the romance was captivating and interesting and different. We kind of have like a very strong female main character, but she's not like beautiful to behold. She's not very womanly. She isn't super feminine. Like, those are all things they talk about in the book. And I will say our male main character, he kind of like, he definitely is dismissive of her and talks poorly on her beauty and like, how could I like someone so manly? But I think as you read the story, like, I think he has great character development, and I think he speaks from a place of like self-loathing. But I will say it's like not my favorite trope for like this guy to be berating the looks of our heroine. And there was a little bit too much like love making on every surface of the castle, but you know, to each their own, and what were they to do in those times otherwise? But I liked it. And one thing this book did extremely well for me was, usually I feel like modern day romances, I've been having a hard time with, like, once the couple gets together, I lose all intrigue and there's still like 15 to 20% of the book left. And I'm just like, why would I finish this book? Everything is wrapped up for me. This book had bigger intrigue. Like, these characters had more depth than just their romance with each other, and I appreciated that. But I actually got that rec from, where did I get that rec from? Oh, I got that from Crystal. I will link her. She is honestly well read and great to listen to and get opinions from. But that's where I found that recommendation. So thank you, Crystal, if you ever see this. Lastly, I'm going to talk about a book coming out this month that I really enjoyed, and I think you won't be surprised to hear what type of book it is. But this is called In Case I Go Missing by R.N. Swan, and this book is a debut book, but I honestly think she did such a fantastic job with it. I would not have clocked it as a debut novel at all. in this story, we have a small group of friends, and one of them goes missing, and they're trying to figure out what happened to her and what she was up to that caused her to go missing. They're in high school. It is reminiscent a bit of a Nancy Drew, a Scooby-Doo, a Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Truly Devious. Like, these are things directly up my alley. And so this book was perfect. It is YA, but I think, again, it was extremely enjoyable. I don't think you have to be a young adult to enjoy it. I was obsessed, honestly. And then I read it on my Kindle, and it was an ARC, so I wasn't really thinking about how long it was. It's a 400-page book, and it did not feel, not that that's insanely long, but it did not feel like excessive at all. It did not feel boring. I really loved the layers to the mystery, and I felt like our author did a great job dropping a crumb at the right time for us to keep following. I really loved it. I really think you should pick it up. I want to hear what you think. I want to fangirl together. This one comes out May 26th, I believe. But yeah, the cover is here. I honestly think you should give it a go. But I think those are all my recent reads. Again, I'm hitting a little bit of a slump point because I did just read a few good books, and I just am having trouble reading consistently. I'm having trouble doing anything consistently, and I think it's showing in all facets of my life. My skin, I have no clue what's happening to it, but I'm sure I brought it upon myself somehow. So not to end this video with a crash out, but that's where today's headed. Oh, y'all, I didn't get this edited. I need to get it up for you. I really loved the weekend that I got to film and share with you. So I'm so happy you got to see it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you'd like to see more from me, you can subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And comment, or don't. Or don't do any of those things. It's up to you. You have free will. But I would love to chat with you more about what you've read recently, some fun weekend activities you've been up to. I truly need to get my screen time down. So if you have anything that's been keeping you off your phone, share that with me. But as these things tend to do, this is the end of this one. So I have to love you and leave ya. But I will absolutely see you in the next one.